Have you ever wondered why some people with modest incomes quietly build great wealth, while others who earn millions end up losing everything? Why do intelligent people sometimes make terrible financial decisions? And why is managing money often more about emotions than mathematics? In his best-selling book, The Psychology of Money, Morgan Housel reveals that success with money isn't necessarily about being the smartest investor or having a degree in finance. Instead, it's about understanding human behavior, our fears, desires, habits, and the choices we make every day. Through simple stories and timeless lessons, this book shows that wealth is not built overnight, and that financial success depends less on what you know and more on how you behave. In the next few minutes, we'll explore some of the most powerful ideas from the psychology of money. You'll discover why patience is more valuable than brilliance, why true wealth is often invisible, and why learning to manage your emotions may be the greatest financial skill of all. So, whether you're just beginning your financial journey or looking to develop a healthier relationship with money, sit back, relax, and let's uncover the fascinating psychology behind wealth. The Psychology of Money. Spoken Summary. Opening. Money is not just math. When people talk about money, they usually talk about numbers, budgets, interest rates, investing returns, and retirement targets. But Morgan Housel's The Psychology of Money makes a powerful point right away. Money is mostly about behavior, not spreadsheets, not formulas, behavior. Two people can read the same financial advice and get completely different results because they react differently to fear, greed, patience, and pressure. This book is really about how our minds shape our financial lives more than our raw intelligence ever does. Lesson 1. Your past shapes your money story. One of the most important ideas in the book is that every person has a different relationship with money because every person has a different story. If you grew up with very little, you may see money as safety. If you grew up with abundance, you may see it as freedom. If you lived through hard times, you may be cautious forever. And if you only knew comfort, you may take risk more easily. Housel reminds us that money decisions are often emotional memories in disguise. That is why what one person's smart move can look like a terrible mistake to someone else. Lesson 2. Being rich and being wealthy are not the same. This is one of the book's clearest distinctions. Being rich is about visible spending. Nice cars, big houses, expensive clothes, status symbols. Being wealthy is about having money you do not spend. Wealth is what you keep. Wealth is freedom, options, and time. You can look rich and still be broke. You can look ordinary and be financially powerful. That's because wealth is hidden. It sits quietly in the background, working for you while your lifestyle stays under control. Lesson 3. Compounding is a superpower. Morgan Housel also shows how incredibly powerful compounding can be. A small amount of money invested patiently can grow into something huge over time. But the catch is simple. It takes time, and time requires patience. Compounding is like planting a tree. For a long time, it looks like nothing is happening. Then suddenly, one day, the tree is tall, strong, and impossible to ignore. The same is true with money. The real magic is not in getting rich quickly. It's in staying invested long enough for growth to do its quiet work. Lesson 4. Survival matters more than victory. A big message in the book is that staying in the game matters more than winning one big moment. A person who takes huge risks and gets lucky may look brilliant for a while, but if they blow up, all that progress disappears. On the other hand, someone who keeps making steady decisions, avoids disaster, and survives long enough can build real wealth. In other words, finance is not just about how much you can make, it's about how much you can avoid losing. Think of it like crossing a river on stepping stones. You don't need to jump the farthest, you just need to make it across. Lesson 5. Enough is a powerful word. One of the deepest ideas in the book is knowing when enough is enough. Many people keep chasing more money even after they have enough to live comfortably. Why? Because comparison never ends. Someone always has a bigger house, a newer car, or a higher net worth. Housel argues that greed can quietly destroy peace. If you never define what enough means, you may spend your whole life running after a finish line that keeps moving. Knowing you're enough helps you protect your time, your health, and your sanity. Lesson 6. A good plan beats a perfect plan. Another useful lesson. The best financial plan isn't always the most impressive one. It's the one you can actually stick with. People often fail not because they picked a bad investment, but because they couldn't handle the emotions that came with it. They panic when markets fall. They get overconfident when markets rise. They change plans too often. A good money plan is one that matches your personality. It should be realistic, simple, and durable, because in the real world, emotional consistency beats theoretical perfection. Lesson 7. Surprise is part of the game. The future doesn't behave like the past. One of the book's important reminders is that life and markets are full of surprises. The biggest events often come from places nobody expected. That means humility matters. It means we should be careful about acting like we know exactly what will happen next. The world is too uncertain for that. Instead of trying to predict everything, Housel suggests building a margin of safety and staying flexible. That way, when life changes unexpectedly, you're not destroyed by it. Wrap up. The real secret of money. At the heart of the psychology of money is a simple truth. Good money decisions aren't about being the smartest person in the room. They're about being calm, patient, humble, and self-aware. Wealth is not a trophy. It's the quiet result of discipline, time, and perspective. So the real lesson is this: spend less than you earn, avoid unnecessary risk, stay humble, and give compounding time to work. Money is not just about building a fortune. It's about building a life that feels free, stable, and under control. That's the heart of Morgan Housel's message, and it's a lesson that can change not just your finances, but your entire way of thinking about success.